Welcome, welcome to today's edition of Midday Motivation. Welcome again. If you have not done so already, and this is your first time joining us for Midday Motivation, take a moment to push the button in the top right-hand corner to get notifications of every time I go live, which is every weekday in the 12 o'clock hour. Hey, Spanky and Burgundy. All right, and Aunt Tina. Good afternoon, everybody. So let's get started today. Hey, Hezekiah, we're going to talk about perception, perspective, and reality. Okay, so hello, Kimberly. So in dealing with perception, perspective, and reality, I have a really quick example with doing these videos. This example just came to me, so it's kind of random. But I've been told a lot of times when I shoot my videos, I don't hold the camera high enough. So I'm going to try my best today to keep the camera high. I do have a selfie stick, but it's kind of pointless. So watch how your perspective changes when I move the camera. So now I'm holding the camera high. I'm not very comfortable. I have to hold my head up very high, but that's okay. So as I move the camera, your perception, your perspective is going to change from when I hold the camera up very high to where I bring the camera down to my eye level. And then if I hold the camera down low. Okay? So apparently when I hold the camera down low like this, my jawline gets way bigger. Okay. Anyway, beyond that, let's get into some motivation today. But you see how your perspective changes the way you see things? So perspective and perception. A lot of times people use those words interchangeably, but they are not the same. Your perception is, your perspective. Yeah, see, they're so close, even I'm getting them confused today. Your perspective is how you see things, how you receive things through your senses. So the way you see me is your perspective. Think about it in art. You can change your perspective when you're looking at something. You look at one painting that can be head on. Okay, that's one view. And then you can see another painting of the exact same thing from bird's eye view. It's the same thing, but you're seeing it from a different perspective. What it is has not changed. So if you're looking at a picture, some type of scenery straight on of some, hey, Tevin, oh, call me. My number has not changed. Call me. So you're looking at something head on. You're looking directly at it. Maybe a group of trees. But if you're in an airplane, if you're looking from above and looking down from bird's eye view, those trees don't look tall anymore. Those trees don't look, they don't look the same. Okay, if they're evergreen trees, Christmas trees or whatever, and when you look head on, they are kind of triangular. But if you're looking down from an airplane or looking from bird's eye view or painting it from a bird's eye view, you might see circles instead of triangles. You're not going to see things the same, but your perception is the way you see them. I'm sorry, your perspective is the way you see it. Your perspective is maybe the way you hear something. You could hear something and it's muffled and you hear it, but your perception is your understanding of what you receive from your perspective. So your perception is the way you understand it. All right. So a lot of times, especially in different relationships with people, we deal with people every day. So when you're dealing with somebody, they can say, oh my God, what you said hurt my feelings. Or you hurt my feelings, or you were mean to me, or what have you. You might not think you did something to offend that person, but you didn't see the situation from their perspective. So you don't get the same perception that they got. They are perceiving the situation differently than you are because you see it from a different angle. Okay, you following what I'm saying here? So a lot of times you have to not only change you have to change your perspective to understand where other people are coming from so that you get a different perspective of the situation. You have to put the shoe on the other foot. You have to look at things from the other person's point of view so that you get the understanding that they get from the situation. Here's an even better example. So, you see this? What do you see on this pad? Okay? What do you see on this pad? I'm looking at this camera. So I see what you see. You see yellow on this pad. But that's not what I see on this pad. You see yellow on this pad. That's because that's your perspective. I don't see that. I don't see yellow on this pad. Because we don't have the same point of view. This is what I see on the pad. I see lollipops and such on the pad. Because that was my perspective. So this is what you saw. That's your perspective. This is what I saw. So using a simple illustration like that, you thought you saw, Kimberly, you thought you saw a yellow Post-it note. That's what you saw. I didn't. I saw something totally different. So in every situation, if you feel like that somebody's not understanding you, you might want to flip it around. Flip the situation around so that you can see what they saw and understand what they understood out of the situation. Because at the end of the day, your perception is your reality. Someone else's perception of the situation is their reality. So you have to understand what's real is only what you see as being real to you. I have some new sunglasses, right? And I'm driving in the car and I see this big blue sign. I don't even remember what it said, but it's this big blue sign on the corner. And I read the sign and I tell Jordan, I'm like, oh, look at that blue sign. And she's looking, what blue sign? I don't see a blue sign. I'm like, the blue sign right across the street, the blue sign. She doesn't know what I'm talking about because the sign is not blue. I take my sunglasses off. The sign is just as green as this shirt I have on. Because my sunglasses filtered my perspective, changing my perception of what I saw. So don't let things that are going on in your life filter your perspective when you're dealing with other people, because what's going on in your life is creating this filter and you're not able to see what other people see because you have this blockage changing what you see. What's going on in your life is affecting you. It's affecting you, but it's not affecting everybody else. So everybody's not seeing what you're seeing. Everybody's not understanding what you're understanding because you have a different experience going on. Things are coming into your head through a filter. Okay? But what I saw a blue sign. So in my world, in my mind, what my brain processed was blue. That's what was real to me. That was my real reality in that moment. So if somebody else has sunglasses on, if somebody else is receiving things differently, you can't knock them for what they perceive, because you don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know what their reality is that's creating a filter for what they're seeing in life. So I have to encourage you to be a little more sensitive when you're dealing with people. Be a little more sensitive and sympathetic to their situations, because they might have blockers on. They might be seeing things through a filter. So you have to understand that, and understand that you're seeing things differently and you're understanding things differently, because we all have different filters going on in our life. Sometimes some people have a better understanding of things that are going on. So you can't talk to people expecting them to have the same understandings that you have, because that's another filter. Some people are walking through life and they see life, as, oh, this, we're in America. This, I can do anything, nothing affects me. All that controversy y'all have in the world, I don't know what you're talking about. This is great. Everything is the greatest. Everything is going on so great. This is the greatest country on the planet and whatever. But somebody else has different experiences in their life. Somebody else has been through different things in America, and they look at situations completely differently. But you can't knock them for that. You can't knock them for having the mindset that they have, because your mindset is only what you have been receiving, and how you are cultivating your own mind. So you have to put in your mind what will feed your mind to go in the direction that you want to go, because your reality is not just what you see, it's how you are understanding what you see. And that is what's creating your reality. So your reality, we do a lot of talking about mindset and creating your world around you, creating your future, creating your life through your own mindset and personal development. We do a lot of that on Midday Motivation, but it's not just what you think, it's what you see, because even dealing with your future, you have to see it first. So it's not just what you think, it's what you see that's creating your reality. Okay? So how do you see your world? How do you see yourself? And how do you see your future? And when you're seeing yourself, is there a blocker on your eyes? Are you seeing yourself in as much of a pure state as possible? So that's our midday motivation for today. I just encourage you to be open and understand that your reality is not the same as everyone else's. You perceive your reality just like they perceive theirs. And I bid you all an amazing day on purpose. Create an amazing reality for yourself, okay? Take off the negative blockers today and put on your bright sunglasses. Have an amazing day. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Thursdays are great. We'll be back tomorrow in the 12 o'clock hour for Friday Freedom. So get pumped up today, getting ready for Friday Freedom tomorrow. Make sure, if you have not done so already, you hit the button in the top right hand corner so that you can get notifications every time I go live, which is every weekday in the 12 o'clock hour. And I will see you tomorrow for another edition of Midday Motivation. Make sure you like, comment, and share my videos. Thanks.